Happy Monday, Antelope Valley. I hope everyone's doing well and that you had a pleasant weekend. I'm Mark Troth, broker and co-owner of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Troth Realtors, bringing you the July 13th, 2026 Antelope Valley Real Estate Market Update, where week in and week out, we take a look at exactly what's going on in the local Antelope Valley real estate market. As I like to point out every week, our statistics in the Antelope Valley often get lumped in with greater Los Angeles County, Southern California, and our market is definitely a little unique unto itself, and that's why we enjoy doing this video every week to provide potential buyers, sellers, property owners in the Antelope Valley with a trusted local resource to go to follow along with our local real estate market. Also, before we get into the statistics, like to give credit where credit's due, and that our statistics are courtesy of the Greater Antelope Valley Association of Realtors MLS system. So have to apologize. The lighting's not so great this morning. Jody and myself have 6 of our grandkids for a couple days down at a place called Great Wolf Lodge in Anaheim, Irvine area. A huge indoor water park. So Jody's got 6 of them out for a little walk while I record these videos. Also, Jody was commenting, when was the last time you shot your real estate market update video without one of the logo shirts on? And I said, kind of guess in the haste of getting all 6 of them packed and loaded into a couple of vehicles, I guess the old logo shirt got left hanging in the closet. So with that, we'll go ahead and get going on to the statistics. Our active listings took a little bit of a post 4th of July bump up over 1,000 again from 974. That's a 3.8% increase. So we're starting to see those active listings climb. Like to point out that Antelope Valley typical real estate market pre-pandemic was typically always somewhere between 13 to 1,500. So, we're still got a ways to go, but we are starting to see some inventory climb. Going to be interesting to see where that goes for the balance of the summer selling season. Unfortunately, pendings took about the 3rd week in a row drop, down 3% to 447 from 461 last week. So I think maybe the buyers are, just being a little bit more picky, sitting on the fence a little bit longer, seeing where interest rates are going to go. Interest rates did take a slight increase over the last week or two. So maybe once as we see an influx of new listings, it'll get some of those buyers off the fence. So taking a week over week look, the week of July 6th through July 12th, new listings, as I mentioned, up pretty decent. 95 properties came on the market last week, up from 63 the week prior. That's a 51% increase. Median price of those new listings also up 6.9% to 480 from 449 last week. Here's that number that we wish was a little bit better, because that's going to determine what that sold number looks like 4 to 6 weeks down the road. New into escrow, 56, down 20% from 70 the week before. So that's, as I mentioned, a little bit concerning. Definitely want to follow along with where that goes. Median days on market down 2 to 26 from 28. The number of properties that closed escrow last week, 57, down 5% from the week prior when we were at 60. However, that median sales price bumped up 3.1% to 500,000 from 485. So definitely, some signs that we've got to watch where we're headed a little bit. Our absorption rate, for the first time since I've been following along with this, or I should say I've always followed along, but since I put it in the video, we're above that 4-month mark to 4.2. That's up from 3.9 last week. And absorption rate, and, it sometimes sound like a broken record going over this week in and week out, but I think it's important, is that anytime you're 3 months or below, tend to trend to be in a seller's market. Between 3 to 6 months, you're in a balanced market where both buyers and sellers got to have some flexibility. The more we move up into that 5 to 6 month and above range, you definitely move into a buyer's market where you could start to see some declining value. So that's why it's important to watch that absorption rate. And then another number that I've been watching is the absorption rate for what I consider to be our upper end market, which is 600,000 and above, up above 5 months to 5.1 from 4.8 last week. And so that's once again seeing a little bit of signs. I think kind of, I don't want to call it my concern, but the question mark is that we're definitely in that summer selling season, July through August, kids out of school, and so we're just going to have to follow along and see where things go before we get too far into the old tea leaves and starting to predict where we're heading. Last couple numbers that I've been reporting on about once a month, because I get asked this a lot, is that what percentage of those active listings are bank-owned REOs, if you will. And that did take a little bit of an increase as well, so 2%. So out of that 1,111, a total of, and I have to 2%, so I believe it was about 21, 22 of those that are shown on the market are bank-owned properties. And then the other thing, and this typically will be a sign of where those bank-owned properties could start to hit the market, and that's the number of short pays, people that are selling that owe more than what their house is on the market, and that's 1.7%. The last time I checked on that about a month ago was 1%. So we're starting to see a few more short pays, a few more REOs, nothing that's overly concerning at this point in time, but let's follow along with the trends and go from there. So if there's any other statistics, any other information that myself or any of our other trusted associates at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Troth Realtors can provide you, by all means, please do not hesitate to reach out. Always here to help, regardless of where we're at and what we're doing or what we're wearing. So with that, make it a great week, and look forward to chatting with you next Monday. All righty, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.